Right. So everybody's probably wondering what happened to me in South Korea. Uh, I've been thinking about doing this video for a while now, and I finally just figured out how to do it on my computer here. I just wanted to thank everybody for their support. Obviously, I went through a difficult time. Anytime you're in a different country, you're only there for a short time, you don't know the language and everything like that, it becomes very difficult. Um, I do want to thank my mom for being there for me. She was very helpful. Um, I just really I thought I had all the words down, sitting in the jail cell. I spent 50 days in solitary confinement, a 4 foot by 12 foot room. I had a squat toilet, cold one faucet, which is not even a sink. It's just cold water coming out to do my laundry, my dishes, everything of that sort. 6 a.m. wake up calls, task force, daily task force inspections. Have to fold my blankets a certain way. All sorts of bullshit. Certain times for television time. 1 hour out of the day, they let me actually go what they called sports time, and basically it's a 5 yard by 50 yard dirt patch with high walls and a net above it, and some barbed wire so no one leaves. A lot of the guys spent their time jogging around in a little circle or walking. It was really shitty. Uh, and that's how I got by. All this ended with a not guilty verdict. To be honest with you, Korea's got a fucked up system. For them, 3 grams or 3.58 grams of marijuana is like equivalent to 1 kilo. They have no standardization for prosecution, and they detained me because I had no permanent residence here, and I tried to leave. What they didn't say was that they didn't explain the ban on my passport. So I went all the way down the airport and tried to leave and that whole little bit, but that didn't work. And I had a scheduled flight out to Beijing. So all this could have happened on the Monday before, if there wasn't some snow. I mean, I'm got the worst kind of luck. I mean, I was supposed to fly out on the Monday, and it snowed so bad, like snow they haven't seen in 100 years in Busan. And by the end of the night, all that snow was gone. And then my flight was rescheduled out till Thursday. And then on Wednesday, they arrested my friend at her school, in front of her teachers, and maybe some students saw it. It was some bullshit. And she came to home, and I was like sitting on the couch with my shirt off, and she walks in like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, like she's supposed to be at work, and like tears in her eyes, just like I'm getting arrested. And I was like, no way. And then 10 people, literally 10 people rolled in, like all of them were wearing black, into the house and just started searching everything. They searched everything. They searched my bags. They found an address matching the postcard in the package. And I could have denied it. I could have denied it right there and just flew out the next day on the Thursday because it was Wednesday and fly out the Thursday. But I couldn't let my friend take the rap. I couldn't let a girl go to prison. They were making her pack her bags for 2 days in the jail. So I went, I volunteered, 5.5 hours of interrogation, taking all the information. I admitted it was my postcard. They piss tested me. Of course, I smoke weed, so that came up negative. But I was smoking in Colorado, Nevada, and California. I told them about medicinal, stuff, but they weren't trying to hear it. It was just a bad translation, bad experience. And then, like I said, they let us go. thank God they let us go. They let my friend go. And then that next Monday, I bought a cell phone. I put some minutes on it. I thought they weren't going to detain me. I consulted a lawyer. They wanted $5,000 for the whole thing. That's $250 an hour. They don't even get that in America. And these bastards wanted that whole bit. So I didn't expect to be rearrested, but they arrested me for the 2 days in jail. And then I went and saw the judge, and that's when they detained me because of the not having a residence and trying to leave. Although it wasn't explained to me fully, or they didn't even represent me correctly, I still was detained. And that's where the 50 days came from. They put me in that small little cell. They took away my China trip. They took away my Vietnam trip. And now, as I speak to you guys now, I was trying to make it to Thailand for the Songkran Festival that I missed 2 years in a row. And it's very difficult for me because they took my life, and they put it in a hole with a padlock on it, and cold food, rude officers. I was in there with mafia people, murderers, big time drug dealers, like 1 kilo of ice, 3 kilos of marijuana, the whole thing, repeat offenders, 7-time offenders, 2 years, 3 year, 5 year sentences. And actually the prosecutor wanted 5 years. He wanted to give me 5 years for 3 grams of marijuana. And luckily, like I said, I got not guilty. All this bullshit for not guilty. 50 days or 2 days in the jail, but 50 days in the prison for a not guilty plea. So I'm thankful. I thank God that I got out. I mean, I'm out now. I'm free. It feels like it didn't even happen to me. It feels like a nightmare, like something you wake up from that really didn't happen, but it happened. And I just wanted to share the story with everybody. Maybe even send out a warning to other people. Don't ship marijuana to Korea. You got a better chance. Actually, even the lawyer told me. A couple different people told me, like, why didn't you just keep it like with a medicinal card and put it in your bag and come through? You do have a better chance of making it in with it in your bag than you do for shipping it in. And smuggling cases are a higher crime than dealing in Korean law. So once you're in Korea, you're under Korean law. I mean, you got to go through their process, and it's fucked up. It's something you can't get around. So I wrote a book. I wanted to let everybody know. I wrote every day, every detail, from people pounding on my door to wake me up in the morning to writing letters to the judges for other inmates, the whole thing. So I have over 200 pages of written book that I want to get published to warn people, learn from my mistakes, and hopefully not go the path that I went. And if anyone out here who actually is listening to this video, who actually cares enough or knows someone on how to publish, I'm trying to do maybe like a blog or something or an ebook with this, get this information out and put my book to light. Please forward me the information. I'm debating on even whether to put this video on YouTube. I just feel that for me, I was only planning on being here for 2 weeks, 1 week in Seoul and 1 week in Busan, and boom, going straight to Beijing just to visit some friends. And for 3 grams, for what I got out of South Korea, it's totally skippable. I warn people who's thinking about traveling here to skip Korea. It's got bad weather. Like I said, that snow, it was fucking cold. The people on the subway are miserable. No one's smiling. No one's talking. They just stare at you. There's no English. I think the Korean people really think that they're the center of the world. They're just a little arm off of China, and I think no bigger than Florida, the state. And yet they only talk about their own sports. They're very nationalistic. If when I was reading, I read the newspaper every day. the earthquake in Japan and all this stuff was just going on, the Middle East conflicts. It's like it felt like the whole world was going undone. I mean, I was supposed to fly out, and all of a sudden I'm in a prison. I only got you have to wait 1 month to get 3 minutes of a phone call. It just totally disconnected me from the outside world, and that's why I'm doing this video, is to let people know what happened to me and how it went down. Maybe you'll listen to this whole video all the way through. Maybe you won't. Maybe no one listens to it at all. I'm not sure. But I just didn't want to repeat myself a million times. What's going on? What happened? And I appreciate the concern. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the concern. I just don't want to repeat myself too many times. So thank you, all of you. All my love from my heart. And got any questions, email me.